Welcome back to Prep Huddle Live here on StriveSports.com. The York Dukes are now 4-0 on their season, including a big win over Schuyler last night. And head coach Scott Lamberty joins us on the Truck Center Company's hotline. Coach, thanks for taking some time with us today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let's go back a little bit to the end of last year. You take the team to state, which obviously was a big step and a big thrill for those guys, and was so much of basically the entire team back. How did last year's finish impact what you guys did and kind of prepared for in the offseason to get ready for the November and now December games?
Well, we had a lot of kids, they continue to get better throughout the season. And with a lot of kids, we had 4 kids really coming back. But right now, we actually have 6 kids playing this year that didn't play at all last year. So we spent some time this summer just kind of reconfiguring what we thought we needed to do in our motion and in our defense. But mostly we just challenged the kids. Had a couple really good team camps, and then they did some other AAU stuff. So just did a lot of things that would challenge them so they keep getting better and better.
Introduce us to the state, to the kids this year. Obviously, we said all of the experience that can come back, but then there's also it's still a very young team for the games that have been played amongst them.
Yeah, and we're continuing to get better and better too. The kids coming back from last year with John Irwin, he's our lone senior this year, and then you got Brady Danielson and Garrett Snodgrass played an awful lot. Brady started. Simon Odie came off the bench a lot, and he's a big defender for us. But now we threw a few other kids in the mix. You got Tyler Cast as a junior and Nick Westcamp as a junior. You got Bryce Danielson as a junior, and then you got 3 more sophomores with Reed Hoffman and Wyatt Cast and Jeb Lucas. So it's a pretty good mix of kids and some pretty good length, and I really like how the group fits together.
Coach, you got 4 wins this year, but only the 44 wildcard points for each win. How do you feel of the guys who played so far on the season?
Well, we struggled a little bit offensively early. I think we're starting to pick that up as the kids are getting comfortable on the floor. I think for us, I think our defense has been getting better and better and better. So I think that's kind of where where we've worked the hardest in practice, and we're starting to see it pay off in games.
A big game that got hyped up last week. We saw some social media stuff that you guys had put out. We were kind of ready for it. We talked about it during the show, and then Mother Nature happened, and so last Friday's game with Aurora got moved, and it got scheduled for now tomorrow. So it's a big game right before the Christmas break, and of course, you guys are hosting your holiday tournament. You'll come back from the holiday tournament with a game against Gretna, who is in the #1 spot overall in the state. So, but first things first, tomorrow night, Aurora. It's always a fun game and gets a little ramped up because it's Aurora. And then, oh, by the way, it's 2 top 10 teams that are playing tomorrow night too.
Yeah, it's going to be a great night to play. I tell you, obviously with the boys and girls all rated pretty high. I think Aurora's probably one of the best 2 or 3 teams in the state. Them and Gretna, and I haven't seen Scottsbluff yet, but I know that they're up there pretty high too. So it's going to be a challenge for us. There are a lot of things going on. We got our little kids Duke hoops going on, and so there's a lot of things happening. Last week we were supposed to have NBC TV, I think, was going to be here. I don't think they're back here tomorrow, but so that there's a lot of things planned for that. But it's going to be a fun night. Aurora's really good. They got some length and they can really shoot the ball. And obviously the Allen kid inside. Leininger runs a lot of point, but he's been sliding off to the wing more. So it's a challenge.
What is going to be the biggest key in that type of a game and that type of an atmosphere to try to come out with a victory?
Well, I think the kids, and I think they're starting to learn that, is they got to value every possession on both ends of the floor. You can't take things for granted. You can't take plays off. The team that wins the loose balls, takes a charge, gets an offensive rebound. The team that's able to do those little things, I think that plays more aggressive. I think that's going to be the winner tomorrow.
Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to watch this one. And Coach, this one will be on your Strive channel, so we will be closely monitoring that one. And can't wait for it tomorrow night. Best of luck to you and the Dukes the rest of the way.
All right, appreciate it. Thank you.
And you saw some pictures during the interview with Coach Lamberty. I want to thank Keely Reinert, the media teacher there at York, for getting us those photos. That helps out a lot with the interview. Like we said, also last night we had a chance